What's up, my beautiful people? How y'all doing? Ooh, welcome in for Thursday Tae Tarot. Yes, child, let's pray. Divine Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides of the highest white light. Gratitude for this divine sacred space. Thank you, Divine Holy Spirit, for choosing me as a divine being to deliver sacred, clear, true messages in alignment, in full alignment with the divines, with the collectives, highest good and their soul's purpose. I ask that you protect this space, Divine Holy Spirit, and just allow us to have a good time. Okay, in your great name, I pray and I say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. And you already know if you're energy, okay, seeking to harm me or anyone else, baby, hazado. Okay, happy Thursday. Yes, come on in. Come on in. Come on into this place and have a good time. Come on into this place and spin with the divine. Hi, Shay. Hey, girl. How y'all doing? What's up, Venus? How you doing? Oh, I just picked up the deck, honey. Throw Melina, but I like this deck. I do. You know, I'm great. I'm amazing, y'all. I just had a beautiful dinner. Okay. And I was sitting there and I was like, this feels so good. And then I heard, I should go live. And I was like, you know what? That's a great idea. Why not? It's Thursday anyway. I don't think I came live last Thursday. Last Thursday was the full moon, right? Mm-hmm. That was definitely for me and my team. And yo, I just want to say, because I know if this is true for me, this is true for everybody. Yes, it's always a good day when the food is good. I'm telling you, the food was busting. Shout out to my goddaughter. Okay, my goddaughter made that meal for me. I don't know what these little things are, but y'all, thank y'all for liking the video. Okay, appreciation. They're so cute. Um, YouTube, is it better? Is the audio better? Is that... Oh, YouTube said you in that bullshit. Hopefully that's better. I don't know. But the messages y'all have been messaging, okay? The sacred messages coming down from the ethers, from the divine, okay? I give gratitude. We give gratitude to our authorized, benevolent, uprighteous, and uplifted spirit team, our ancestors who are literally working day in and day out to ensure that we are and we stay on the right path, the path that is in divine sacred alignment with our divine assignment. Not worried about what they doing or they doing, honey, but staying in our own lane. Okay, Ashe, gratitude. Gratitude, okay? Message it has, I'm telling you, it's like you can no longer. She said you're funny. Thank you, girl. The truth is, I don't even be trying to be funny, but I think I'm hilarious too. When I'm by myself, I be cracking up. Okay, cracking up. That's the truth. Perfect audio. Yes, we like that. Um, but why? One reason that you're getting the messages back to back to back the way you are is because you have worked so hard. Venus, what's up? It's a crush ASMR. How you doing, girl? Venus, you are absolutely right about listening and trusting your no Shay, you're the inspiration. Okay. Y'all don't know. I'm here today because of people like Shay. Okay. I have so many people that have supported me. I'm getting off track. Spirit say, would you say the message? Sorry. Look, back in alignment with my divine assignment. Okay, let me get the message out. One of the reasons why you're getting message after message of after message is because one, you're ready. It's time and you're ready. It's been time and you're ready. But also, like, you have spent this last season, this last era, this last decade, this last phase, this last cycle of really learning the voice of yourself, like You have been learning to trust and listen to your own heart, listening to your intuition, trusting your own divine voice. And in doing so, you have become more confident. Okay, I heard standing on business. Okay, yeah, you've been standing on business. Okay, and you have really been like more present with yourself. And listen, stop being so hard on yourself, because I know you have this idea of what the thing looks like, but I want you to know that how you're doing the thing right now is exactly what it's supposed to look like. And I feel like there's even been this like truth of like feeling comfortable in the present. Like you're learning to catch yourself more often than you did like in the past, which is so beautiful, because in the past your mind would get going and start racing, and you wouldn't be able to like slow down. But now you're at this space where you're like, if you're starting to overthink, you can catch yourself. What girl, why are we thinking those thoughts? Is that even my energy? Listen, my energy belongs to me and only me, and any other energy that is not of me, you hear me? That is not of the divine. Okay? You got to go immediately. Get out of my aura, get out of my frequency. I return it back to its sender, okay? Back to its source. And I put a protective bubble around me. You cannot have none of this yummy, yummy goodness. Okay? I know this energy is fire. I know you want it, honey, but you can't have it. I don't even want to share with you. Ugh. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to share with you. Okay, so no. Hey. Hey, YouTube, how you doing? Yes, absolutely not. Okay, so I love that. Okay. And then another reason, thank you, Spirit, is because trusting and listening to that divine guidance and following through is part of the divine plan. Like a lot of what spirit and you are working on, right, in your own faith and your own rights, what you and the divine are working on is having this intimate relationship with you, right? It does not matter what he says, she says, or they say, or what the world says, but what matters is what you and the divine are sharing with one another, what you're communicating with the divine, how you're working on your path. There's been a lot of character and self development. Okay? There's been a lot of transformation that has gone on. So you make sure you, if ain't nobody tell you today, baby, I'm proud of you. If you have not given yourself a pat on the back, go ahead and do so. Okay? Celebrate every win along the way. That's another way you know that you're present. If you can look at the overall thing that you're doing, but celebrate your wins, if you could lay down at night and you're like, man, I'm really proud of myself for when I was driving instead of cursing that person out, because normally they would have had me fucked up. But you know, I thank you, God, for patience, and I thank you for grace. You've been experiencing more and more of those things that you've been wanting to grow, those things that you've been wanting to grow and develop in. And it's like, now is the time. It's happening now. Also, you've been getting confirmation of like what your next steps are, what your next moves are. And I feel like if it isn't like completely clear yet, don't worry. You'll continue to get signs. Okay, they'll continue to come in, I promise. And you will know for sure. Like I feel like it's given like 7 of Cups energy. There are so many options that you just don't know like which one to choose just yet, or which direction to go in. But the signs will continue to be consistent. And they'll always be the same. The spirit will continue to send you the same message to let you know this is the direction I want you to go in. Okay, go this way. And you know how they have the people that like flag down the planes and stuff, like, hey, over here, come this way, this way, this way. I see that like spirits like getting your attention, like, hey, this way, this way, this way, this way, go down, direction. Gratitude to the divine, to our ancestors, our benevolent ancestors and spirit guides, for your divine guidance. Okay, Ashe, gratitude. Shay, I appreciate you. I really do. Oh, Hearts to a star. Okay, she said it's time for me to be selfish, honey. You understand what I'm saying? It's time for me to take care of me and nobody else. All right, so let's continue with the collective message. That's what I'm doing, y'all. Let me tell y'all how this works. Welcome into this divine sacred space. My name is Loretta. I'm the infinite healer, okay? And this space is Infinite Healing 888. All messages are in alignment with your divine highest assignments, okay? I only speak to benevolent spirits. Yes, and gratitude. Seriously. Seriously, gratitude. So first I'm going to do a collective message, okay? I kind of just feel the energy, spirit guides me, and we just kind of do our thing. And then I do individual messages. Okay, so if you vibe out with us for the collective message, then you will be able to get a personal message. Okay. Okay. So let's see what's going on in the collective energy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm using the I feel like the print on these cards could definitely be better, but I just these cards are still so beautiful. So let's see. Ooh, the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, I don't think both can see. Let's see. There we go. There's a nice little glare. TikTok can see that pretty well. But let me get close up. The Ace of Pentacles. I love this. I kind of felt like this card was going to come out, but I wasn't for sure. Okay, so when I looked at the Ace of Pentacles, I heard all of your hard work is paying off. It's been a real journey to get to this point, to where you are right now. It's been a long road, right? Like the path to get here. It definitely has been a sacred path, so it is one that you have had to follow with the divine. I'm also seeing this in like different areas. So I'm seeing for some people this was like finances and career, but for others I'm seeing this as like all physical, like I'm all spiritual. For somebody, this has something to do with a job and like your courage of actually leaving a place or leaving a space behind. There was this energy of like being in this space and feeling unhappy and not feeling fulfilled, and then choosing to take the road less traveled, and that road has literally led you to the Ace of Pentacles. For others, what it is that you find out is that you're the like shining star. uh all the stars are closer, all the stars are close. I don't know the words, but I can. Let me go. All the stars are closer, all the stars are... Y'all know what song I'm singing. Okay. Like in this deep transform, you may have gone through what some people will call like what do they call it, like the dark... I'm not saying the darkness of the soul, like the dark night of the soul, but spirit is saying like this was like Scorpio type energy. This was going into getting to the root, right? This could have been like root work, like ancestral, deep healing, deep cleansing. I'm seeing a lot of dirt. So this is like getting to the core root of something internally, right? So let's say you've been struggling with like depression, and on this road like you've learned to use like herbs to help with like regulating your nervous system. Even if you struggle with like other health issues, I'm seeing that you were like very you took a more holistic approach when it came to healing your body, healing your mind, being more mindful, right, in the way in which you speak to yourself, in the way in which you speak to others, being very aware of your energy. Like, am I going to go into this space? Probably not, because I don't really mess with these people, so I don't really want to share energy there. This road may have felt lonely at times, but I am seeing that you have been supported. It may not have been by a whole lot of friends, but honey, there were friends here supporting you. It may not have been because I'm seeing a lot of like ancestors or spirits, spirit guides, because I've even seen like animals surrounding you. So it could have been like a lonely journey getting to this point. Uh, but man, the reward is so worth it. Look how big this pentacle is. Is like, um, it. I think of all the things, what feels good the most is this feeling of truth in yourself, of like being your authentic self. Whether that means that you're allowing yourself to fully feel the hurt or the pain that you're feeling or the confusion that you're feeling, or if you are fully like experiencing joy and bliss and abundance. I feel like no matter the feeling is not controlling the direction in which you go, but instead you're allowing yourself to you're allowing that feeling to like activate the soul. I hope that is explaining exactly like what spirit is showing me, but it has activated your soul in ways in which like it has literally allowed you to be a whole new person, almost so like the person you've been praying like, oh, I wish I could be more outspoken, or I wish I could be more outgoing, or I wish I didn't like talk myself out of doing things. It's like all the things that you said, oh, I wish this thing about me. That is exactly who you are. Okay? I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. Congratulations to you. Okay? And we have the Judgment card. I really like this card. Look how beautiful that angel is. I feel like you have been supported. I want to say this. If there were any instances in the past where you felt like you were being treated unjust, or something was unjust, but the way in which you handle it is like, I feel like, man, you did your big one in the way in which you handled it, because the way in which people may have advised you to handle the situation may have enticed like anger and rage, but you found peace in just letting it go, like not trying to fight or struggle for something that is not for you. And you had ancestors, angels, and guides, specifically angels, on your side, like carrying you through this judgment season. um and justice, like divine justice, is on your side. You may not see how it worked out for those other people or those other places or situations in which you left, but you'll be able to know by just how big your own blessing is. Like, I don't want to pray on nobody's downfall, but I'm just saying how big the blessing is also how big the ass whooping was for them. You know what I mean? Balance. Okay, balance. Balance. That energy had to go back. The energy had to go back. It had to. Uh, you have the King of Pentacles. Oh, I'm gonna pull one more to see. I dropped a card in the Three of Pentacles. And I put that down, but it was the Five of Swords with the Three of Wands underneath the bottom of the deck. This is what I'm feeling, the Four of Swords and with the Six of Wands. This led to your victory with the Eight of Wands, and it is coming in fairly quickly. You have been patient. You have taken your time. You have planned. You have been intentional. And if have isn't the word, then are, right? You are. You are being intentional. You are waiting patiently. You are allowing like divine timing to happen in your life. Like no rushing. There's like no resistance, just kind of like going with the flow, but knowing that you've sent out these prayers, affirmations, rituals, meditations into the universe, and you're just waiting for them to come back to you. But while waiting for them to come back to you, it's like you've been cleaning up the space, preparing for the thing to come in. And that's why, like, excuse me, you're led right to the gate, right? See how clean the path is? Ugh. Hopefully. See how clean the path is, how polished it is? It's like because you did the cleaning up. No one else did that. And remember I was talking about like what you find in the treasure and you find that the thing is you. Right? Pentacles is definitely a bit like about like the tangible things like money, right? Or like a car, something you can touch, something you can feel. But in this instance, it's feeling like the diamond piece that you found or the treasure that you found really is yourself. And then I literally just heard, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. It's like you may not have really seen yourself fully before. But in this moment, in this time, you do. And again, Three of Pentacles. Why? It is because you have taken the time to get to know you, to be in alignment with you. And again, this was supported with by friends, right? Like if you've had physical, and again, I was saying like you ain't got to be friends with the whole world, but there was definitely a like a support system in place for you. And then I'm saying like I know this was ancestors. I know this is an art table, but it just looked like an offering table. Like I literally just saw an altar with like smoke, so I can also see that you have been spiritually putting in the work. What do I mean when I say that? It means that um all the things on the inside of us that makes us that had us feeling like icky or looking at ourselves like what the fuck is that, right? If you've spoken down to yourself, if you were very doubtful, if you were a people pleaser, um if you gave everybody the benefit of the doubts, right? If you were naive, these kind of things, like, right? What you've learned is like, you've learned to trust your energy, like, and to trust the energy in which you read, really learning to trust and listen to your intuition. Baby, the reason why you get that tingly feeling when you walk into a space and go, what is that? Is because you are intuitive. And so I feel like you have been spending this time really getting to know yourself and really getting to know the divine gifts that you have been blessed with. Ashay, okay, we like that. We like that. And again, there was this period of like wrestling with the soul, trying to understand like who you are and what it is that you're doing. Um, but victorious. Okay, you came out victorious. I feel like if there were any energy that was right, like you had to go through this. You hello. You had to go through this transformation anyway. But if there was any other energies kind of like feeding off of you being in this transformative space that had you going into the deepest darkest parts of your soul, if there were any other energies like feeding off of that, hoping that you would stay there, hoping to destiny swap with you, hoping to take your light and to keep you stuck so that they can continue to feed off of you. My, what my, how the tables turn. Um, because they weren't expecting you to get up, right? They weren't expecting you to find yourself, to see yourself in your fullness. They were hoping that you would always see yourself from this like broken perspective. And in fact, and when I say they, right, like please use your own discernment because this is a collective message. So you have to know how it resonates with you, because for some people this is a relationship, and that relationship could be with a partner or it could be with a parent, right? Or if you were taken care of by your grandmother. I'm seeing that for generations somebody was raised by their grandmother, but the grandmother got a nasty ass mouth. Okay, she's hard, but she's hard because each mother has been raised by the grandmother because the mother was not present, and so the relationship with the mother was broken, right? Take what resonates with you. For others, this was a job, feeling like you had to show up and you had to do the very, very best and do the most all the time, all the while they were taken from you this whole time. They had never intentions of giving you any type of promotion, okay? Or saying that it was you who did the work. They just like the work and putting their stamping their name on it. Absolutely not. So the things that were like breaking you down, you like really find your strength like a butterfly and you begin to like really blossom. You like free yourself. And I think what's so beautiful is like this realization of like, Those niggas could never beat me anyway. It's true. It's like when you gratitude spirit, because a lot of this also had to do with like calling your power back to you, calling your power back to you and releasing back out those energies, right? My energy is my energy and your energy is your energy, okay? And also having these very clear boundaries. I definitely do read oracle cards. I have some right here. Right now I'm using tarot. But having this like energy of like blocking, like a hard no, which these energies are not used to, because they've been able to manipulate you through your feelings so much. I feel like people were using like your compassion and your empathy to like guilt you into doing what they wanted you to do, rather than like really love you for that pure big ass divine heart. And then what happened in turn is like you grew harder, like, no, I'm not going to share myself with the world. And it's like, no, you can totally share yourself with the world, but we also have to be grounded in knowing that we walk in a world that has both light and dark in it, and so you need to be able to discern the two. um yeah, there was also a lot of like inner child healing, honey. It's all I'm saying. I say, right, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. I say all of this to say that you have done a lot of internal work, and because I'm connected to the collective, right? Everybody has done so much. You just have to know in what area you have grown, right? Because I'm just saying all the things. Um, but I think what's so beautiful about coming like full circle with it is like knowing that like, bitch, you the baddest. Okay, homie, you the strongest. Okay, you're the wisest. Okay, like it is really seeing your power in its wholeness. Like, I don't know. Have you experienced it? Have you experienced it? I am definitely going to do individual readings. I'm gonna do them after I finish the collective. Um, but have you experienced this energy of like your this return to self? And if you haven't, I strongly encourage you to rise and to rest with calling your power back to you. Um, Pure and untainted, right? I always say, I call my power back to me pure and untainted, purified, okay, by the fire of the Most High God. Because the way God shows me the fire is just like, baby, anything that goes through that fire, woo, is getting purified. It's getting purified completely. I love it. So I see the power coming back to me, calling back from all spaces, dimensions, energies, entities, frequencies, planets, anywhere I have been knowingly and unknowingly. I call my power back to me, pure, and untainted, purified by the Most High God, cleansed by the fire of God, right? And any energy within me or around me that is not mine, that is not of myself, my own benevolent, uprighteous spirit, then I send it back to its source, okay? And it cannot, and I put a blocker around me, baby. You got to go. You cannot come up in this space. I want you to do that frequently and see how like you'll notice you'll start waking up with a smile on your face more and more every day, because you do have a reason to smile, right? I'm thankful to have breath in my body. One of my nostrils is starting to clog up, but I'm thankful that I can see, that I can hear, I can taste, I can feel, I can laugh, I can walk, I can run, I can hop, I can jump. Okay, I'm thankful I have all, like, my nervous system is working, everything in my body is healed. I'm so happy and thankful that every time I take a breath, every every bone, every vessel, every cell in my body recharges and replenishes and regenerates. I'm so thankful for the sun. I'm so thankful for the moon. I'm so thankful for my family. I'm so thankful for my loved ones. I'm so thankful I have a job. I'm so thankful I have a car. I'm so thankful I got gas in that car, insurance on that car. I'm so thankful that my job provides for me abundantly. It may not be the life that I want to live. I want to be driving a Rolls Royce and something. I ain't got that, but I'm thankful, honey. It get me to A to B and then B to Z. And anywhere extra I need to go, I'm very thankful, right? So it'll shift your mindset, and when it shifts your mindset and you are just so thankful for all the things that you already have, it really allows you to create space for more abundance, for more joy, and for more resources to really fall into your life. Like you just allow yourself to be open. So I think this is beautiful. I think I'm gonna get like maybe like 2 or 3 oracle cards, and then I'm gonna stop the collective message. That's what I'm gonna do. Dang. Don't drop the card. The card I dropped says, "Welcome to the new, a new beginning." Cause who was like a fool and decided to take a leap of faith? You were. Who was like a fool and decided to take a leap of faith? You were. And boy, it definitely worked out for you. Hey, Lou, what's up, girl? Kathleen, how you doing? Gratitude and appreciation for all the likes. Y'all, sometimes I start reading, like channeling, and then I forget to totally look at the comments and things about how y'all doing. Hey, y'all miss me because I miss y'all. I do. All right, let's see. Moving confirmation. I'm amazing, Kathleen. I just had a beautiful dinner. I'm here in this space with you and everyone else, and I'm very thankful to be here. I'm very thankful. Today's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. I want you to know that you're moving on. Okay, you're moving on to bigger and better things. But also this is physically a move for somebody. Like, I think somebody wants to move by March. I heard March is like springtime, so you should be preparing to move. If you know that you are ready to relocate, ooh, congratulations. I don't know who this is, but somebody is going to be able to relocate with their job. I moved my hand like this, not too far down, more so over, but a little down, not too much. So you may be moving west of your current location, southwest of your current location. That is for whoever that resonates. Don't take it if it ain't for you, okay? But you could be moving very, very soon. But again, this is also like moving on type energy, moving into new spaces, right? We were just talking about the fool, taking leaps of faith. We have gracefully aging. Ooh, you sexy thing. You sexy thing, you. I believe in miracles. Why is that song playing? I don't know, but I believe in miracles. Um, I am, Kathleen, going to do the individual questions after I do the collective message. I'm almost done with the collective. Aging gracefully, but you're not as young as you were as yesterday. We all could think back and be like, 3 years ago, that bitch was fine, okay? Or we look at pictures from high school. Sometimes we reminisce about our youth, right? But there is so much beauty right now, right here and right now. And there's so much beauty and wisdom that you are gaining as well. And so, as you may start to notice the aging happening in your body, because that is what we are here to do, right? We're here to, no, don't be sorry, not at all. We're here to grow. So, as you age, I want you to be, what word did you just say? It starts with a G, but generous is not the word. Gracious, graceful with yourself. compassionate with yourself, speak lovingly to yourself, and really begin to like admire yourself. Like I know in my family, as we age, not freckles, moles like really become a thing. Uh, that's just how it is in my lineage. Okay, they just really begin to sprout as the women in my family get older. But every woman in my family that has them, they are so freaking gorgeous. Like, and everyone is unique. No one in my family has them in the same exact spaces, and no one has one like the other. So, just honor, honor the transformation of your age and the wisdom in which you are growing or gaining, um, and the beauty, right? Like, I feel like as you begin to age more, your sense of like the depth of beauty begins to like change the way in which you see it. Okay, let's see. What else we got? Oh. Okay, we have this one landed on the table, so I'll keep this one. Be true. I keep trying to pull them off. What you trying to pull off? No, don't pull them off. They're beautiful. Now I have one right here. I'm nervous that as I get older, like it's gonna uh affect my like sight. But one of my gifts is sight. So you can also tell from your lineage and where your moles are located, like the gifts that you have. Don't rip them off. I used to try to rip them off too. I'm not gonna lie. Um, they definitely, my aunt has one that was like this big when I was young. Like it looked like she had a nose ring on her nose. It got really really big. She did cut that one off, but it was like her signature look. We were all so sad when she cut it off. All the kids were sad. She didn't look like Auntie no more. But some of them get really really big. Some of my family, they get like big, but they stay flat. Like they lift, but they stay flat, but they just widen. I don't know. What about the creases in the elbow is crazy. But that's the signs of beauty. She's like, I'm like, oh no, what is this? Okay, so right, moles are like, I don't want to be giving nobody the wrong information, spirit. So give it to me right and give it to me straight, okay? From what I know from my line and what I've learned, right, with my, I'll say, limited information of moles, I have learned from my lineage that the moles are one of the like indicators of a gift, right? So mine's are really close to my eyes and my face. That is a deep indicator that I'm a seer. Some of my family members have them like around their neck and like in this area. I think that's connected to like the throat chakra. Some people have them like on their arms and on their feet, to indicate their ability to do root work. So depending on where it is, and I do again think that it is, I don't know if it's true for everyone's lineage. I'm just talking about what I learned from mine. And because I didn't do everybody, like I didn't go into like damn, I should have like asked some other questions. But yeah, I don't know, y'all. I just literally sat down. I was curious because I had one on my eye that like right in the corner that I would always try to pull, and whenever I would try to pull it, they would tell me like, "No, stop doing that. Why are you trying to get rid of your gifts?" And I'm like, "What do you mean get rid of my gifts?" And they're like, "It's the gift of sight. Why are you trying to pluck it away?" And I'm like, "Cause I got a fucking mole going on my face." And they're like, "Well, that's how you know, okay? That's how you know. So leave it." But that was just how my gods gave it to me. Um, yeah, we just don't know how to read them. Um, they definitely, I would totally agree that they're roadmaps. Um, And I see them a lot around tons of people's eyes. Um, but I think there's so much, right? I'm sure I just went to the very, very much surface level with it. Do you do slavery readings? Been waiting to connect with Harriet. I have never attempted to do a slavery reading like with an ancestor that is not directly linked to my lineage. Wait, let me correct what I just said. I've done ancestral readings for people in their bloodline, but have I connected with someone like Harriet? No. Um, I don't even know if I could do that. I've never attempted. Um, yeah, I see the flat ones a lot around like the chest area. Some people have them on like their shoulders. I haven't really seen any on like the legs or anything. Denise, girl, if I learn to do that though, you will be the first to know. I promise you that. Okay, I promise you that. Be true to yourself is right, and I love that it came with the King of Pentacles because we spoke about the King of Pentacles. The treasure that the king found was not this like beautiful piece of gold, but rather like his truth, who he is. And so this is spirit letting you know, hey, this is spirit letting you know to stay true to yourself, to stay true to your path. I'm gonna leave this welcome to the new card because it just came right back out. But let's do one more. And then once I finish the collective, I will do individuals. Okay. And then we have volunteer. And this volunteer card is like join in, start new things, try something new, do something new, try something new, take the next step, step out your comfort zone. But seriously, try something new. Get involved in something that you have always wanted to do. Give back, right? If you really wanted to go to a food bank and volunteer, go ahead and do that, okay? But go ahead. This is encouragement to step out of your comfort zone, especially in ways in which that are acts of services, that are acts of service. Today, I walked into the store and I was just going in to grab some things and I'm like, oh, let me just grab this real quick. And the guy goes, is that all you're getting? I'm like, well, I'm going to get a couple more things. And he was like, okay, well, let me buy that for you. Um, I just want to do that. I just want to pay for your stuff. Before me, he had paid for somebody else's stuff before me. He was like, I'm just really in the giving season. And I just, I'm trying to do what God has asked me to do. And I could tell that this is a person who did not frequently give, okay? That they were stepping out of their comfort zone, volunteering themselves to show up and to be in this space. And I'm very thankful that I just happened to be at the right place at the right time when God was teaching this man to be open into giving. I was very thankful. I said, what? You done made my night. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much. Yes. Thank you very much. Okay, finances, right? The divine was really doing something with him and his finances. I don't know what he was doing. It ain't none of my business to read that, man. I was just thankful that I was on the other end of that blessing. Okay. Gratitude. Gratitude. So do something new, okay? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right. Now, here is y'all favorite part of Tea and Tarot, okay? Collective message done. Collective message is done, guys. Yeah, we did that. Okay, and now here's our favorite part. Do I have a notebook? No. Do I have a piece of paper? No. Let's find out. You know what I mean? I also want to tell you this. Don't be afraid to start. No. Actually, let me erase what I just said. Not don't be afraid to start. Start even when you're afraid. Start even when the space isn't perfect. Start even when you don't really know what you don't really know that you don't really know it. Okay, but do it. Do it scared, do it afraid, and you don't have to do it really, really big the way you envision it the first time, but take the small step, right? Somebody is just as gifted as I am. Yes, join my club, okay? Somebody is just as gifted as I am. Someone can sit up here and read you to life, honey, okay? I'm talking about birthing life into you. But I feel like they're afraid. They're like, oh, my background isn't perfect, or I'm not perfect. Honey, look at these bags. They're not even bags, they're just fucking dark spots around my eyes. I'm not the cutest today, okay, but I feel good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, okay, you know what I'm saying, right? Um, Sometimes, and again, I'm saying to, you're being present with yourself and honoring your space, but there are times when even in the rut, you get this like burst where you're like, oh, I should do something, or I should do it. Do it. Do it, okay? Because I wasn't going to go live today. I was thinking, oh, I don't really feel like it. I'm not in my space. I don't have all my cars. Da, da, da. I had all these excuses. And I'm like, everybody is here for the vibe. That's the truth, honey. This space is so bomb and so lit because I'm lit. We lit together. It's true. It's true. Okay, that's the space. The space is not the room. The room is extra. Yes, and praise God, we even have a room to be in. Okay, sometimes you got to do it from your car. Sometimes you got to do it while you're walking down the street. But you have a voice. Somebody has a gift of prophesizing. Okay, somebody got the gift of laying hands. Somebody has the gift of discernment. Somebody has the gift of wisdom. Somebody got the gift. Baby, you got the juice now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay, you got it. You got honey, we're waiting for you. We're waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. I just want to say that. Hi, Misty. That's my cousin. That's my cousin. That's my... Let me stop. But you know what I'm saying? Someone's gifted. And I want to encourage you because I have called Shay, I have called Janine, I have called friends, my husband, yes. I have called my husband. I have called on people when I was not in the space to get up. And y'all, I'm standing here today because of his greatness. And inside of me is the spirit of thee. But I'm telling you, for real, I'm the. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's a soul inside of you, and the soul doesn't just want to live mediocrely. Okay, it doesn't just want to move day by day, being tired and worn out. No, your soul wants to sing. Y'all, this is naturally who I am. I'm just, are you laughing? Are you having a good time? I am. You know what I'm saying? This is a great thing, right? We get to come into this space and we get to be one together. I feel like your soul tribe is calling out to you, right? And shit, you and I could be in a soul tribe together. You know what I'm saying? We, we probably family. You know what I'm saying? And I really could be waiting for you. There could be something that you have that I haven't seen yet. And when you do it, it will inspire me. Okay? So I'm just saying, baby, show up. We're waiting on you. The whole world is waiting on you. Okay? If ain't nobody tell you in a long time, we're all waiting for you. We support you and we love you. And we got your back. We got your back. Okay? All right. Independent readings, y'all. I have no like pin or any of those things that I normally have, right? I told you we're in a whole new space, so I'm just gonna get to you when I get to you. That's the truth. Okay, I'm just gonna randomly pick. Be patient, be kind. Okay, if you're waiting, don't start sending energy like, oh, why she ain't pick me? Be patient. I'm going to get to everybody that I can. You know what I'm saying? When I can. It'll be in divine alignment. I'll pick you as soon as spirit is like, give me that. I want that. Come here. Okay. All right. Kathleen. I'm going over to TikTok. Okay, I'm going to Kathleen real quick. Everybody chill. Oh yeah, hit the thumbs up button. I promise I'm gonna get to you. But just be patient with your girl. We on 2 platforms. Okay, and I'm one person trying to do it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Kathleen, do you have a question? Somebody wants oracle cards. Who is that? Who's saying oracle cards? Am I saying your name wrong? Saying your oracle cards, I only have 2, so hopefully the oracle cards that I get for you will be it. Okay. I'm going to Kathleen. I'll be right back. Kathleen, since we have no contact, does my crush's friend, hold any negative opinion of me? You and the hold on. You and your crush are no longer in contact, and you want to know if your crush's friend is holding negative energy towards you. All right, angels, ancestors, and gods of the highest white light. He's on the way. If I could build a nigga, like really build a nigga. Let me stop. We have not spoken before. Well, we have, but only like once. Okay. But clarify for me, Kathleen, because I want to make sure. But I feel like I sense mixed signals. Let me get into the energy of your crush, and then we can talk about the friend later, because I don't know about the friend, but let's get into the energy of the crush. Divine Spirit, angels, ancestors, and gods of highest light. Please deliver clear, true, sacred messages in alignment with Kathleen and the highest good in her soul's purpose. Ashe. All right, so what we want to know, Spirit, is how does Kathleen's crush feel towards her? Okay. Kathleen, you're giving that you're very smart, you're very talented, you're very wise, okay? I'm getting that this person sees you as someone who is a teacher, is a leader, someone that they can look up to. Yeah, that you're hardworking and you're honest. And you have this like angelic sense or angelic presence about you. This is how your crush is seeing you. Okay, so far so good. Okay, the crush is like, this is a good girl. That yeah, you're authentic to who you are. Now, something that your crush may be struggling with himself is seeing himself that in that same light. They may look at you and be like, wow, she's beautiful, but not only is she beautiful, she's hardworking and she's strong. How do I then match up to that? You know what I mean? Like, how do I meet them where they are? The moon. This person, the crush with the moon card, and who is this? The king of balloons, which is the king of swords. I feel like, and then not only did the king of swords, the 10 of swords was like peeking out, which is why I kind of made a face. But I feel like this person is really trying to figure out themselves. Okay, this person, if you come off extremely bold and confident and sexy and just like you got your head on straight and you're level-headed and you know what you're doing, this person feels the complete opposite. They're like, I do not have my head on straight. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing or what direction I'm going in. I'm trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a good-looking dude. You know what I'm saying? I do my little ones and twos or whatever. But struggling a little bit, okay, the ego is, a little heavy. Thank you, Shay Shay. A little heavy. So they got some things that are being illuminated to them. It's kind of good that you're not talking to them. And when I say kind of good that you're not talking to them, what I mean is that They have some hidden truths about themselves that is being revealed to them in regards to their own authenticity, and why they see you from the light that they see you. And not only do we want a man, we want a man who's ready, right? And not only do we want a man who's ready, honey, we want to be ready for that man. So yeah, that's where your crush is at. I mean, it's real silent. Everything just kind of went, yeah. Um, Kathleen, listen to this. Your crush, whoever your crush is, I don't think that person is going to stay your crush. I feel the presence and see the presence of another person coming in. I see the knight of teddy bears. So you're going from the king of balloons, which is the king of swords, someone who's always in their head, having to clear things out. And this could be his transformation, right? But it's feeling like a new person. So again, it could be him going through a transformation, or it can literally be a whole new person coming in. But you have this knight of teddy bears, and the teddy bears is the knight of cups, someone who actually has a open heart, right? Towards this relationship. Um, yeah, yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Okay, I feel like people say I look confident, but I'm also kind of struggling myself, but healing too. Yeah. All I can say is, yeah, that is, and I feel like that's the epitome for a lot of us, right? Like, oftentimes, a lot of people see us as very confident, very strong because of how we show up. But when you're showing up and you're just being your authentic self, you're just being yourself. You don't see yourself as being confident because you don't feel like confidence needs to exist in that space, but it's because you're just being you. And confidence is naturally in you, especially when you're in a comfortable environment. So they're watching you in like a natural space for you where you're just naturally shining and thriving. And they feel like you're like that all the time. So they're getting to see this version of you. And then by seeing this version of you, it did exactly shine a light on the aspects of them in which they needed to grow and evolve. And that's exactly what he did. He turned that mirror inward. Like, hold on, what do I need to be if I want to be with a woman like this? If I want to be in alignment with somebody like this, what do I need to do? So again, this could be a transformation for this person, but this could also be like literally an entire new person coming in, because this energy feels more like fun and exciting, and like the dates will be so fun, like you guys would laugh all day long. I'm talking about woo, a knee slapper type of laugh. This energy is feeling real new. And again, this could be a transform, like, because this person was mirroring your energy, your crush was also mirroring your energy, and you're healing as well. You can find yourself within the next 6 months feeling more energetic, feeling more vibrant, feeling more excited and enthusiastic about life, feeling more full of love, right? And ready to explore love, even if that means being a bit more flirty and a bit more cutesy, right? So, yeah, that's your message, Kathleen. That's your message, girl. Okay, thank you so much for allowing me into your sacred space. I send all of your loving, beautiful, blissful energy right back to you, girl. Gratitude, gratitude. Gratitude, gratitude. Thank you for allowing me into your space. Yes, Lord. Go ahead and close out that reading and give her back her energy. Yes, gratitude, gratitude. I'm not home, so I don't have my spray and shit like I normally do. Who did I say? Sayana? I just made that name up. I just made that name up. Again, if you're here for a reading, I'm just kind of randomly picking people because I'm on TikTok and YouTube, so just be patient. I will see your name, especially if you've been here since the collective message. I'll see your name and I'll just kind of do your reading. Okay, but we're going back to, you are so welcome, and gratitude, 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 gratitude. Kathleen, it was wonderful to read for you. And thank you for trusting me in your space. Seriously, when you allow people to read for you, you're allowing them into your sacred space, right? And you're trusting me to work respectfully, to get into your space, handle what, answer the question you asked me to, and then leave you alone, okay? And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Yes. Okay. Make sure when you're doing readings with people and you're allowing them into your energy, after they finish your reading, you close out that energy too. The same way I said, thank you, Kathleen, for allowing me into your space and I send your energy back to you. You say, thank you, Loretta, for coming into my space and I send your energy back to you. Okay. Don't keep my energy for yourself. Don't send it back. Okay. Keep your energy for yourself. Call your power back to you. Okay. Okay. Uh, Sayin, is that how you say your name? Sayin on YouTube. You are so welcome, girl. You are so welcome. Okay. If not, honey, I'm gonna have to go to another person if I can't find my girl. Is YouTube working? I don't know. We might have to go back to TikTok. Can I ask if I have any witchy talents? Allie, be more specific. You already know you have witchy talents. Okay, YouTube is working. Allie, be more specific. Ask me a different question. I don't want to answer a question you already know the answer to. That would just be a waste of your time. I wouldn't do that to you, girl. Be more specific. What do you really want to know? Think about it. Don't act so quickly. What do you really want to know? Shay said we chilling. All right. Sayan may have stepped out because I know she stepped out before and then came back. But hearts to stars. What you want, girl? Hearts to stars. What you want, girl? I've been on here for an hour. I'll give myself another 3 minutes. 3. I just want to know what phase I'm in. You want to know what phase you in? What do you mean what phase you in? Come on, tell me, girl. Tell me. I feel like you know what phase you in. What do you really want to know? What do you really want to know? Ask yourself before you type your question, what do I really want to know? What do you... Because it's not... Erica, I know it's you, but what do you really want to know? I know it's you from your picture. Yes, of course I know it's you. I know it was you as soon as I saw your picture, because even though your name changed, your name, yeah. So think about what do you really want to know. Allie, the reason why I asked you what do you really want to know, because you already know that you have the gift of sight. Allie, you already know you have the gift of sight. How do I know? All I'm doing is literally looking at your soon, Kaylee. All I'm doing is looking at your eye. You already know you have the gift of sight. So I want you to pause for just a moment and ask yourself, what do I really want to know about my psychic abilities? Not just which psychic abilities I have, because I feel like you already have an idea of which abilities you have. Maybe you should be asking something like, how can I use my psychic abilities to help me heal? Or something like, which abilities can I use to heighten right now? Or which abilities should I focus on enhancing to help me heal in the areas of finances or self-love? So I want you to take a little time and think about it. Okay. Hearts to stars. Shay is giving you your questions. I'm not gonna use this deck. I'm gonna use a different deck. Let me put this one down. Maybe so. I told you not yet, right? But soon. Give yourself a little bit. And I mean soon. I do mean soon. I do mean soon. Have you been tracking your ovulations? Here's a sign that you're pregnant. You will feel a Kundalini awakening. That's one of the signs you'll know you're pregnant. The sensation of like wanting to get it on, okay, will be intense. 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 Okay. Okay, Shay said, how should I be moving forward? What is my being challenged best advice? What is the next 30 days looking like for me? What messages does my higher self want me to know? I don't know. I feel so stressed. I just want to be okay with where I am. Yeah, what should be my next steps in healing? I'm a little frozen right now. How am I not listening to my intuition? I think that's a great question. Excuse me. All right. This one is for Hearts to Stars. All right. Hearts to Stars. There's this energy. The reason why you change your name on here is because there's this energy of rebranding yourself, and the only reason why you're not listening to your intuition is because you don't really trust or believe that what it is that you're being guided to do will actually work. But how would you know if it works if you don't even try it? And it's almost like your sense of being a child and your need to explore or your willingness to explore. You're like afraid because I've explored in the past and it led me down to the trenches. Okay, honey, I've seen some shit, I've done some shit, and I don't really trust that these new ventures that you're leading me on, Spirit, are going to be just. And Spirit is saying, and this is not a shot, but just like I feel like you and Spirit are kind of having this conversation anyway, which is like, Spirit's like, well, why are you blaming me? And it's okay, because it's not meant to be a blame game. It's not meant to be like, well, I didn't tell you to do that in the first place, because um everything happens for a reason. Right, even when you weren't listening to your intuition, you weren't listening so that you would learn to trust your intuition. um but you have this voice of like beating yourself up and almost like being in agreement with the version of yourself who says, see, we shouldn't have did that, and now see we shouldn't have did that because it worked out like this, and since it worked out like this, we know we can't do that. And it's like, I wonder what it would look like if you begin to have different conversations with yourself. If you and your highest self just chose to have a smoke session and have real good conversation, I wonder what that would look like. Right, like I personally wonder what that would look like, but you can actually like experience it. I don't know if you did the trip that you were supposed to. I feel like you may not have, because if you did, there would have been this like kind of enlightenment, and you don't need the trip, but I feel like the trip helps you. um we got to do some of this shadow work, right? Like, there's no avoiding the things in which you are trying to avoid, the things that feel heavy for your soul to lift. And I think the beautiful thing, gratitude, that your spirit team is really trying to send you is that, baby, you don't have to lift any of this shit on your own. We never said you had to. In fact, we never even told you you had to lift it at all. Give yourself the next 5 nights um, of having a session with your higher self, whatever that looks like, right? But really be intentional about conversating with yourself, right? Like, I think I have these readings called like spiritual conversations. This is a divine conversation, between you and your Ori, you and your higher self, between you and your ancestral or spirit team. Um, and they're even saying that it doesn't even have to be like super ritual, like they're like, You don't have to go burning 1,000 candles. You don't have to like meditate yourself into like a trance or anything like that. Someone's saying like, baby, we just want you to show up. Ain't nobody said you had to be perfect here. Ain't nobody said you had to do a whole bunch of stuff. You can literally come as you are, exactly as you are. Shit, when you learn some of these motherfucking stories, you'll be like, well, fuck, I see why I am the way I am. Okay? You mean to tell me some of this energy was y'all's? You know what I mean? So, it's this fear, this fear that's holding you back. But you can still show up to your sacred space scared. You can still show up to this sacred space. I feel like kind of in this in between space of like, I don't really know what's going on or where I am, but I do know that I need quality time here. I do know that I need to feel loved and supported and encouraged, and I need to be held and supported by the divine. And that is what it is you need to be intentional about. Be intentional about being supported. I didn't pull not one card. I had them. I had them. But yeah. Yeah. Hearts to stars. Did that make sense? Kind of just went on a tangent and I'm back. I'm back. When I came back, the reading was now I'm done. Um, yeah. Yeah, I do want to pull you some cards, but I feel like, man, you can go to your sacred space and you pull some cards. Okay, we probably need to be planning weekends together where we pull cards together. Okay, that's also a thing too. But yeah, that's your reading. That's your reading. Gratitude and all praises to the Most High God. Thanks to our angels, ancestors, and spirit guides of the highest white light for delivering sacred, clear, true, honest messages in alignment with hearts and stars, highest good, and her soul's purpose. Thank you for allowing me into your space. I send your energy back to you, and I'll call my energy back to me. Ashe. No, I totally get it. Absolutely, CC, because I'm coming right back to TikTok. And my phone's about to die, so I need to hurry up. But the procrastination, right? Everything is a message. Every signal in your body, every response that you're having is your body is sending signals to you. Sometimes the procrastination is because you need to rest. Sometimes the procrastination is because you're fearful of showing up to the space because you don't really know what the space looks like or what it is that you should be doing in the space. Sometimes procrastination is actually like that anxiety, but some of that anxiety is actually excitement for doing the thing and being in the space, which also too keeps you like fearful of starting. But the more you have these conversations with yourself, the more it is that you're you know, in communication with your star player, in communication with yourself, in communication with the divine, the clearer these things become. Right? It's not something that you may get in one session. It may take a week for you to get it. It may take a month. It may take a year. Some people are learning shit for 10 years. I'm not saying that's you. I'm just saying to trust the process and allow your process to be yours. Okay? Heavy on the excitement and the anxiety. It leaves me frozen sometimes. I promise you, I get it. I was supposed to be doing tea and tarot at 6 o'clock. I had to eat dinner to like bring myself down and like, and then I actually was in this space of like letting go. I was like, man, I'm not even going to do it. And then I just allowed myself to be open to, okay, I got the energy. I felt it. I literally felt like we should do tea and tarot. And I was just, and instead of disagreeing with myself, I decided I'm going to be in alignment with you. And yes, if my soul is feeling ready, my body is feeling like, girl, we need to take a nap. Okay, those nachos was busted. But my spirit was like, I'm full and I'm ready and I'm excited to be in this space. And so here I am. I'm still standing. Here I am. After all I've been through, I survived. Every toll, every snare, I'm alive. I'm alive. Here I am. Oh, oh yeah. There were times that I almost gave up and I've cried and said, Lord, it's too much else should die. He was there all the time. All right, something like that. He was keeping me alive. By his grace and mercy, I'm still standing, standing. Dum, 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 dum. Even all the things in which you have been through, it gave power and a testimony. All right. Whew. All right, gratitude. Gratitude. Thank you for allowing me into your space. All right. Maybe turn on some gospel music, okay? You might need to open up your spirit a little bit with a little bit of gospel music, because that was feeling real like I made it real far and I'm fucking proud of myself. Okay, it was not easy getting to this space. And again, I didn't do it by myself. I can really recognize I had a spiritual battle, man, and I had some warriors on my side, and it is because of those warriors that I'm here today. So I give gratitude. I'm talking about warrior spirits, warrior saints, gratitude, but divine souls on this planet in this realm really guiding me through because I could have been lost, baby. Okay. I did not mean to send an invite to somebody. But hello, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. Would you like a reading?
A reading.
That's what I'm doing. I didn't even know that I invited you, but you're here.
I don't got no dough.
You don't need no dough. You just need to be in the space. You just need to be in the flow.
Okay, but I'm a non-denominational Christian, but I'm curious. So, I mean, what do you got?
Okay, well, let's see. You make sure you pray, insert your faith, be here with the divine. I'm going to pray as well, okay? What's your name?
My name is Angel.
Angel?
Yeah.
Hi, Angel. I'm Loretta.
Nice to meet you.
It's
Loretta.
nice to meet you, too. All right, Angel, was meant for you to be in this space because I meant to tap someone else, but I tapped you. So you're exactly where you need to be.
That part.
Yeah, okay. Divine Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides of the highest white light. Thank you so much for allowing me and Angel to be in this sacred space and connect. Thank you for allowing me to deliver sacred, clear, true, honest messages in alignment with Angel's soul's purpose and his highest good. In your great name, we give you praise and glory. And we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. All right. Angel, is there anything you want to know or you want to ask?
I mean...
You just open?
I'm pretty basic. If you could throw, I don't know, throw something like, I'm trying to get to the bag, so I mean, if you got a little extra little flavor in there.
Angel said, where the money? Yeah. Where the money? All right, let's see if we can get you something, Angel. Let's see what your spirit team has for you.
Well, you know, expensive is in California. Shit.
You in Cali?
Yeah.
Baby, you need a couple bags. You need a couple bags. Okay, well, first I want to say this, Angel. It seems like you already have some of the ideas that you're supposed to be doing. Whatever it is that brings you that money. Okay, so this is the Magician card, right? This is a card that says you have the power, you have the strength, that you have all the tools that you need to make money. Meaning that it's in your hands. You can literally use your phone right now to make you some money, right? And he said, I'm trying. Well, you're trying, right? You're here right now and you're doing. then you're in alignment with it. Now you got to trust the process. You got to give it the time to do what it is it needs to
Right.
do. But you have, and then they gave me the Knight of Pentacles, right? Meaning, baby, you literally have the map. So you already have what it is that you need, and X marks the spot. So, um,
I guess I just gotta find the purpose to it, and I think maybe that's just been my thing. Like I get a little frustrated here and there, but the ambition is there, and you know what I mean. The drive is there, so I can see that definitely aligns with what I be about or what I'm on.
are you a speaker? Do you show your face in
Uh,
anything that you do?
just right here on TikTok.
Okay, okay. Because I don't know what you do, but I'll tell you what I see, and then you take it how it resonates. But what I'm seeing is almost like podcast type space. It gives like homeboy type vibe. Okay. I feel like you're very knowledgeable. I also feel like Angel, you're meant to learn things in regards to finances, and when I mean like. I want to say like stocks and things like that. I don't know if it's specifically that area, but you do have this access to, and even like you have the green light around you, right? You have this access to money in order to also teach people about money. So whatever it is that you're learning about finances, this is not just for you. This is for those who will also come up under you. That's why you're
Wow.
being divinely guided on this path. Your team doesn't really want you to stray away. It's almost like someone's like, I'm giving you the roadmap. All you got to do is follow it. So either you have already found the teacher, or you have already found like the thing, and you just need to continue on with the thing. Don't give up just because things get a little hard or a little confusing or a little confused, or you get a little confused. Stay the course. And also, just because you learn it one way from somebody does not mean you then have to go teach it that same exact way. Right? If they needed another teacher to do the same exact thing they were doing, they would just continue to have that person do it. There is something about your flavor, your style, the way in which you do it that makes you different. And it could be, right, like I was saying, like I feel this like podcast, I feel this like you're a speaker and people can come see you, and yay. Right, I feel like
I'm gonna ping off that. You know what's crazy is that you kind of reminded me of like I went on a little vacation, if you know what I mean. And during that vacation, I read a lot of books by. Do you know the author of Robert Kiyosaki,
I do
Rich Dad
not.
Poor Dad?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
So I read all of his stuff. So it's funny that you mentioned that because when I just got out, I was like really into that, and I actually got into real estate. And I got real estate in like a little shitty area, like it's a
That's
big
all right.
property, so I got two houses and three trailers on there. And I never thought about, yeah, like what you're saying. I could probably use that as a way to teach people. It's not exactly how he was talking it, but like
But you
from what
did
you
it.
said, that's a good point. Yeah,
Yeah.
it pays for all my shit right now. So like, but it just breaks even because like I'm renting in a nice area to not have to live over there. You know what I'm saying?
See? And look, I wouldn't have thought of that, but I would love to do that. I don't want to stay where I'm at. I would love to be able to do that, right? And some people, the internet would be like oversaturated with information. People are looking for their people, right? And so they needed to come to them through their own heart space. You have a group of people that are followers for you, right? So it is your
You
time
really
to
know.
lead.
Sometimes I'm a little rough because like a lot of times I'm not gonna lie, like I channel on the 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 masculine, dominant, alpha, aggressive, like, but now like you kind of giving me an idea of, like how to like it doesn't have to just be all that because I've actually turned a lot of people away, a lot of females away because they don't like that shit. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I get it. But they can't tell the difference though between the character and the person, right? Because I'm actually a very sweet man, but I'm a very direct.
I was going to
I
say
am a
very
little aggressive.
straightforward.
Yeah.
Very straightforward.
You want to guess what my sign is?
Sagittarius. I do not know. What is it? Please don't say Taurus.
Scorpio.
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 You have so much transformation all around you, all within you. You are transformation itself. Your death and rebirth in itself and a trendsetter. You know what I mean?
Man,
So it's I also see why that energy could come off like aggressive and people could be like, whoa, kind of pull back. Um, just channel it in the it's okay to be passionate about the shit that you're passionate about, right? But allow that energy to
like
flow there.
one day I have 10 girlfriends, and they all want to know about each other. They shouldn't trip on it. Like they should be okay with it.
Say that again. Say that again.
Just 5 girlfriends. Just 5 girlfriends.
Let me if you're gonna have 5 girlfriends, they all need to know about each other, and you need to tell them about each other.
I want us all to be like have like our own like compound. You know what I mean? Like I want it to be like a family. You know.
If you are going to, I knew you were going to get into relationships because I felt love for you, but and I felt love because you have the Two of Cups. You when you're looking when you're allowing love to express itself in your life, you have to too be also to the versions be open to the versions of love that you have not yet experienced. Your perception of love is literally just one perception in one way love could be and shows itself through the infinite ways love shows itself throughout the world. So you have to allow yourself to merge worlds with the
Oh
women
no!
that you would too like to
No
engage
way!
with.
Kind of like slow down right now, like when he was talking.
You have to allow yourself to merge worlds with the women that you are bringing into the space. So if there's nothing wrong, and I think it's so funny that you're saying this, but there is absolutely nothing wrong with wanting to be in a relationship with multiple women. The truth is, most men do, right? And the truth is, we know we're not dumb. Okay, we know, which is why a lot of women will get into these catty arguments talking about that's my man, that's my man, that's my man, that's my man, looking for that position of power. But you, as the masculine, you set the tone. They're only going to fight and be bitter and catty like that if you create the space for that type of energy to fester, right? So if you really want to have a divine connection with multiple women, you have to be true and authentic in the way in which you show up. It can't just be this is just the way it is. You have to also allow them to feel safe and build up that space with you. Right? Like they
Right.
are the women that will still alongside of you, not behind you. They're going to stand and hold you up
It's
too.
hard. It's hard because it's like my thing is this: it's hard to find stuff. It's hard to find a woman with no kids because as a Scorpio, I'm very selfish and it's all about me. And so that's why I need a woman that I'm not trying to share your time with no kids that ain't mine. If they're my kids, then yeah, I wouldn't mind. But if they're not my kids, I'm not trying to share that
Do you
time.
have
You
kids?
know what I mean? I do. But they don't live with me, and they're teenagers. I'm
Okay.
44. I'm a vampire. That's why I don't look at my age.
But you have children and your yes, your children are older, but they're still your children, which means they will require time. They may not require too much time, but they will still require time. That woman will still have to share you. You're
That's a
not
whole
as
nother.
available as you think you are.
But here's the thing: they live 5 hours away, and me and their mom were not cool like that. And so
Okay.
that's a whole nother can of worms. I would love to see them more often, but the fact of the matter is that she's one of those women, that just bitter, jealous that they want to spend time with me, that we have a good relationship. I'm not gonna sit here and talk bad about her. It's more of an indifference. But she don't have access to me because she's an energy stealer. You know what I mean? And it's like I don't function with nobody that doesn't see me as the king that I am. If you don't see me as the king that I am, I'm not gonna be able to. I'm not gonna be able to translate what you're telling me on some hater shit. I won't accept it, and I'm just gonna stiff arm and cut left.
Then
You know
you
what I mean?
just
I'm not
kind
gonna.
of you're like, no.
Yes.
Well, definitely continue to have a relationship with your children, but I'm saying this to say you still have children, right? Now it's different because yeah, most of the time this is not always true, but most of the time the children do live with their mothers. And if I also want you to think, what kind of example are you setting? Do you have boys?
I got a boy and a girl.
Yeah. Okay. What kind of example are you setting for the young man of what does power really look like? Does power look like control? Because if leadership is just control for you, well, then we have a wounded masculine, right? But if
Oh
leadership,
no, it's about serving. It's about serving. You know, it's like
right?
Jesus said. I don't have a problem with that, but the thing is that the quality, the I haven't found a quality woman to the point where I want to do that yet, because
And
I see a lot of ulterior motives that are behind it. You know,
I think if you are in the space where you have not found the right woman, then that's not your focus right now, right? If right now your mission is to become financially stable because there is a divine path here for you, there's also love here for you. I don't think it'll be with a bunch of women. I think you need to. I'm just being honest, right?
you're right.
I'm just I gotta tell you the truth. I do think that for a little while though, you're gonna have a bunch of women, um, and a bunch of women who are actually like spiritually intuitive. But I want to say this: whatever it is that you give to these women is exactly what it is that you will get back. So I want you to keep that in mind.
I've been doing a lot of like witches. What is
No,
that? Just something that's new popular
I
now?
just, I mean, powerful women. I said high priestesses. So, like, women who are intuitive, women who you say something to them the wrong way and they're so attentive that if you blink the wrong way, she know you lying.
I'm gonna just be by myself and get to the bag, like you said. I think I'm gonna focus on that because I don't need the drama. I don't need the energy drain.
No, it's not drama and it's not energy draining. It's just shit. It's life. That's the truth. I can't lie to you. That's just what it is. If you find I would hope that you would want a woman who can tell by the way that you blink that something's off, because she's not doing that negatively. That's someone who she can tell, oh honey, I could tell you had a rough day today just by the way you stepped into the door, and then now she knows how to service you, right? So
It's been 5 years.
it's
It's been 5 years since I dealt with a woman that actually did that, and we tried to rekindle, but we can't do it because she can't have no more kids, and she just doesn't. She has she's got 4 kids. She don't know how to juggle the time, so I cut them off now. I'm not going backwards because going backwards to me is just like I'm in the recycle bin, and
no,
I'm too
don't do
fly
that.
for that. I can't be going back to the recycle bin no more.
No, definitely do move forward. I want you to focus on the money. Focus on the money. Keep your eye on the prize. Continue to teach. I hope that we get to talk again. Remember, just
I'm gonna
be
send you a photo.
true and authentic with the women, if any, right, that come into your life. Okay?
Right.
But right now, focus on the bag. That's really what you want anyway.
It ends up coming. And everything comes with like Tony Montana said, anyways, right?
It's gonna come full circle. It's all gonna come full circle. And keep doing
Especially
that
because
green light. That's really good for you. Go ahead and play some when you get off of here, be very intentional. Go ahead and play some music that make you think about money, right? Start manifesting that into your life, bringing that in.
I like that one Pink Floyd song, that Money song, that Pink Floyd.
I don't even know it, probably unless I hear it.
I'll put it on right now for you.
But play that. My phone's about to die, y'all.
So this was meant to be. See, I'm glad that I accepted the battle.
Yeah, I'm very thankful too. I'm glad that you joined. Thank you for joining today. Thank you for allowing me into your space, and I hope to see you soon.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
All right,
What is
Angel.
Angel, by the way?
No, I remember Angel. I'm Loretta.
Loretta.
Yeah,
Loretta. I didn't even forget you. Where you from, Loretta?
I'm from Philly.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Philly. Philly's most wanted. Runs from Philly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, love
Oh,
Philly, love Philly, love Philly. Where you from?
Cali.
Oh, duh. I just asked you. You just told me you're from you're in Cali.
I'm from Monterey, but my mom got me this shirt while she was over there, so I felt like I had to wear it. You know what I mean?
Represent,
So
represent.
it's boring as fuck in Monterey. Have you ever been to Cali?
I have never been to Cali.
If you ever want to come turn up, let me know.
I
You
will
can be my guest.
definitely. Angel, I will definitely let you know.
This
When
is
I
my
come
state
out there
flavor.
to do like a retreat, or I'm gonna be out there to do a retreat or like some type of community like healing group session, I don't know, something, or like a meet and greet, I will definitely let you know.
I'm biased. I'm very biased for big booty women, so they always are welcome anywhere. I'm just saying. I don't know. I just have a feeling like, see, I'm kind of psychic too. I kind of feel like you might be working with, with some cakes.
Angel, stop. Like,
Can I just keep it real? I mean, low key, am I wrong?
all right.
I know I'm not wrong, right?
All right, Angel. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Your girl is fine. You're not wrong. Okay. You can look at her and tell. But thank you so much for joining because my phone's about to die. So I
You
was.
ain't gotta lie.
I'm not lying. It's going down with y'all. But I
I'm
appreciate
gonna
you
start
for
doing
joining
stuff like
in.
whatever.
All right.
I'm gonna start doing that too. That start doing more like talking about money and stuff on here.
No, you definitely should. And listen to the music right now. When you get off here, don't even interact with TikTok no more. Just play the music.
Thanks.
All
You
right.
got it.
All right. Have a beautiful night. I don't know how to end
Too.
this. I'm just be honest.
Right.
Bye. I don't know how to stop that. Oh, gratitude. He already knew how to do it. Okay, TikTok. I'm so sorry. My phone has 14%. I don't know how I did that, but I'm glad I got to connect with Angel. That was funny. That was fun. Gratitude. Girl, absolutely not. My husband is in the other room, okay? My husband is in the other room. Praise the Lord. Gratitude for that man. Shout outs. Okay, we appreciate him. Shay, girl, you was in the shower? You missed it. Cece. Oh, damn. Let's see if I can get one more TikTok person in and then I'll stick to YouTube because YouTube, my iPad has 64%. I got time on there. Okay, but hi Ruth. How you doing? I don't see Cece anymore, but oh, there she go. Okay. Do you have a question? Angels, ancestors, and guides of the highest white light, please deliver clear, sacred, true, honest messages in alignment with CC's highest good and her soul's purpose. Mm. Oh, well, I'm sending you some extra love in the areas in which you need it. Take what you need. I love you so much. Ooh, there's a song, Cecilia, by, her name is Lava, and her new album, look up Lava. She has a new album out. Listen to that album. There's a particular song. If I remember later, or if you text me later, I'll send you the song that I was talking about. Yeah, but listen to that album. That's a good album. Okay, I feel like I needed to. There's also a young lady named Shariah Wise. I would suggest her music as well. All right, let's see. Spirit told me to put this deck down, so I'm gonna do that. Like, damn, bitch, you just used that deck. You want to give it a chance to cool off? Mission one, I'm gonna put this on. I'm just gonna put this on. Yo, tell me why I saw your child on TikTok today, and I literally thought, I promise you, just the other day she was running down Penn State's She was running down the mall at Penn State. I promise you she was. I thought, my goodness, she's gotten so beautiful, so big and so beautiful. She is gorgeous. Gorgeous. And I just thought, I know this baby not in high school. Ain't she still 3? Like, what is happening? How old have I gotten and where did the time go? All right, let's see. What's Princess Cecilia? All right, we have abundance. What you listen to, what you think, what you consume, okay, is connected to your abundance. Yes, yes. Can you do me a favor and clean your house? I really want you to focus on your the corners of each room, each corner. Get in there. Get in there. Open up the windows. Allow the energy to flow out. Play some music that's high vibrational. That makes you feel good. You know, that isn't as depressive because you have energy. Almost like, you know how, have you ever seen soot mites? Soot mites, where how they like travel around the house and they get stuck. They like go into like dark places, and they stay there and they won't really leave your house until they feel like it. They decide when they leave. So this energy, you have this like energy in your home kind of just like seeping in the corners, and it doesn't feel like super super heavy or like super super nasty. It's just like, I'm with spirit, like, fuck is you here for, get out. So just clear out the energy in your space. um I don't feel like the energy is serving as blockage, like as blockages in your life yet. So you see what I'm saying? This is spirit is like telling you to be proactive. And I would actually do this for like a couple nights, like for the next, I don't know, over the weekend, okay? For the next couple nights. I thought I heard my fat boy. For the next couple of nights, like make sure that you're cleaning out the energy in your home, um, before you go to bed, before you lay down to rest, right? Like don't go to sleep with that energy kind of just sitting in your space, taking up space. Like, no, you got to get out. Um, Creativity. Hold on now. It was my fat boy. He was crying at the door. And then we have karmic completion. Okay, gratitude spirit. And then underneath the bottom of the deck we have intuition. Hi. Okay, so abundance, creativity, karmic completion, and intuition. Again, and then the last card, communication. Clear out the energy in your home so that I feel like I feel like there is some type of blockage or some type of energy that is trying, like it's trying to get to you, which is why it's like collecting itself in the corner of the houses. If the energy is hoping that if it spreads itself out among the house, you won't notice it, right? That's why it's like so subtle. Like, I'm gonna put a little bit here in this corner, a little bit over there. I'll put a little bit behind that door, hide a little bit underneath the bed. You know, it's like the energy is trying to like spread. Hit that thumbs up, y'all. Like gratitude, Shay. It's like trying to hide in plain sight. And spirit is like, before you could even start to feel this like block in creativity or this like block in your mind, right? Because I feel like you're feeling good, you worked really hard to get where you are. Like, no, things are not perfect, but bitch, I feel better. Okay, no, things are not perfect, but bitch, I feel better. And spirit does not want you to decline in energy, and so clear out the space to protect your abundance. Abundance of energy, right? Not just finances, but like you have been feeling better. That's an increase. That's a call back of the power. This creativity, there's this increase of creativity and intuition. I feel like what I'm saying in this message is just confirmation for what it is you have already been feeling, but you just like maybe didn't know like what exactly you should do in the space, or like you were second guessing, like, no, maybe I'm tripping or maybe I'm bugging. Like, no, you're not bugging. What you feeling is what you feeling, and you feeling it for a reason. That's spirit's way of communicating with you to let you know what's going on. That's your own intuition, your own divine self communicating with you, letting you know what's going on, okay, in your home, okay, keeping you aware, because there is some type of cycle that's coming to an end. Oh, okay. If I knew how to speak in tongue, I was about to okay, started speaking in tongue. Um, in the beginning, I don't think you were here when I did the collective, but during the collective message, I said the King of Pentacles. I think what's so beautiful about this is, like, normally the Pentacles represents, like, yes, it represents your beautiful home, and it represents all the beautiful artwork that you've created, and all the beautiful lives that you've done, and all of the money that you made, and all the things, the house, all those things. Pentacles definitely represents all those tangible things, but I think what's so beautiful about the King of Pentacles in this reading is that it represents the core of the being that you have found yourself. And I think that is so beautiful. And I think the karmic cycle that you're completing right now is jeopardizing the core of you for the people around you or the people surrounding you. It's like, no longer am I going to put me and mine's at risk to help you and yours. And it's not because I don't like you, it's not because I don't love you, but it is because I have worked so hard on this journey of becoming who I am. And the woman that I am becoming does not tolerate, right? She has boundaries. She does not tolerate anybody invading her peace to make them comfortable, to make them feel safe. I'm not going to jeopardize me and my home to accommodate you when you're just going to bring chaos into my life. I'm not going to keep calling you on the phone, having these conversations with you, when every time I share my beautiful wisdom with you, you don't take anything that I say. You're just calling me to go in circles. You know what I mean? It's like that you're no longer putting up with what it is that you used to put up with, right? And I think that's so beautiful. That's the completion that's happening for you. There is this, like, beautiful transformation of the self, and really, really allowing yourself to be authentically you, right? Like, this is taking the mask off. I feel like you're taking your mask off. It doesn't mean that you're not a nice person. It doesn't mean that I don't love you. It don't mean I don't fuck with you. It don't mean none of that. Okay? What it does mean is that I honor me. It does mean that I honor my peace. It does mean that I respect me. It does mean that I love me. Okay? And that's just what it is. And it is what it is. And that's just it. Okay? But Spirit is advising you, before the energy has its way of, like, kind of seeping in and just kind of raw, bitch, raw, okay, jumping all up on you. Just go ahead and clear it out. Go ahead and clear it out. I feel like that's it. I feel like that's it. That's a message. That's the message, Cecilia. TikTok, I love y'all so much, but my phone's on 10%, so if you would like to stay on the live with me, please go ahead over to my YouTube channel, which is Infinite Healing 888, because that is where I would be. Thank you to each and every person who has joined you're so welcome, who has joined the live tonight. Thank you for making tea and tarot so bomb and so beautiful, so amazing. I really appreciate y'all. For each person that I read, may your energy return back to you beautifully, sacredly, and abundantly, okay? Go ahead and take all of that back, okay? Yes, I love y'all so much. Y'all have a beautiful night. Peace. All right. Oh yeah. I forgot to say, if you want to join me, go on head over to my YouTube, Infinite Healing 888. There you go. Okay, now bye. Okay. Hi, YouTube. Hi, YouTube. I don't know what's going on. Okay, who's next? Shay, are you here? Would you like a reading? Shay, are you here? Would you like a reading? That's pretty cool. I like that sound. I like that sound. Janine said, she may not answer, but I am here. Okay, let me do your reading. I think I got like 15 minutes left on the live. Hey, Shay. Okay, I'm going to do Janine and then I'm going to do Shay. And then I might actually be done. Because I need to be done by 11. All right. Angels, ancestors, and guides of the highest white light. Please deliver clear, sacred, true messages in alignment with Janine's soul's purpose and her highest good. Ashe. 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 Janine, you don't gotta worry. You ain't gotta stress. All you have to do is do your best. And when you've done your best, then baby go and rest. And allow the Most High and the ancestors to do the rest. Okay, once you've done what you could do, and I'm not talking about doing it like, oh, I gotta get it done, gotta do it. Once you've done what you could do, and there is nothing else to be done on your end, and you don't even have to do too much because Spirit don't want you doing too much. But once you've done your part, just let everybody else do their part. Let it go. Take a moment. Breathe. Let's just pray. Divine Holy Spirit, the Most High God, angels, ancestors, authorized by the Most High God, who are ordained, uplifted, and uprighteous, who are in full alignment and support with my divine purpose and my highest good. I just want to say thank you. I want to start off by saying thank you. Thank you that I have breath in my body. Thank you that I'm able to drive, I'm able to walk, I'm able to talk. Thank you that I'm able to heal, I'm able to love. Thank you for teaching me to heal myself. Thank you for teaching me to be more present with myself, and my family, and my loved ones. Thank you for these divine, beautiful gifts that each and every day you are literally giving me the opportunity to practice them. Divine, help me to be so aware of myself when I'm in these spaces, in these places of healing, to know which energy is mine and which energy is not. Help me to release the energies in which I am in agreement with people and their energies. Help me to decipher when I am allowing myself or when I am just taking on more than my physical body and my spirit can take. Help me to lift and cleanse off this energy. Purify me, Divine Holy Spirit. I know I'm learning and I know I'm growing, but I just really ask that you teach me and show me how to cleanse myself so that my energy is just mine and I can be full of that divine power that I know that is already mine. I know that I'm beautiful. I know that I'm strong. I know I am the sacred empress. I know that you have a community of individuals just waiting to be under the sound of my voice, to receive the divine touch of my hands, to receive the divine products that is going to heal them and guide them and direct them in the space and the places in which they need to go. And I thank you for choosing me. And I thank myself, girl. Okay, hello. Thank you for waking up today and being present today. Thank you for even being present in this moment right here, right now. I really appreciate you. That is just what I'm able to sense. Gratitude and ashe. Ashe, ashe, ashe. That is just what I'm able to sense when I'm in your energy presently right now. But you're you. So when you pray, you can say all the things that you need to say and all the things that you need to do. And then when you come out of your prayer, don't jump out of your prayer and then go do another thing, but do something in alignment for the thing it is that you are praying about, okay? Or that you're being like, because I heard deliverance, or the thing that you are being delivered from. So if that means doing a meditation, if that means eating something healthy, drinking a tea, if that means doing some candle work, if that means pulling some oracles, some tarot cards, whatever that is for you, do that thing that is in support of um, the prayer, right? Um, okay. All right, let's see. What do you have for Janine? Ten of Wands. Whoa, let's try again. One more. My fat boy. All right. We have the Ten of Wands. We have the Tower. And we have the King of Pentacles. First of all, I just want to start by saying this is totally spirit. 1,000% your ancestral team. Okay. The way they showed themselves, you know, in the Hoodoo Tarot deck, the card called Dim Bones, and she's sitting at the table. She's like so shocked. I saw that card. Excuse me, I saw that card. Uh, Spirit is funny. All right, so the Ten of Wands. You know, I like this Ten of Wands card. I'm gonna tell you why I like it. Um, the Ten of Wands, look at how all of these wands here are stable. Look at the ground of the seeds that he have planted. And then the wand that he has in his hand. I feel like underneath all of the stress and the worry and the anxiety that you're feeling is the gift that you carry. What do I mean when I say that? Right? Because I'm really asking that question for myself. The gift of um healing, right? Healing others and helping them through their own turmoil and um stresses of life or transitions, stages of life, comes with so many like ups and downs, ins and outs. And I feel like for a while, well, we know this to be true, right? What you were doing was like taking, let's say it was a wand, taking the wand while healing with them and then taking it and keeping it as your own, thus building this like this wall here. And then there comes this like epiphany type moment, which I think is actually your tower moment, um where you begin to like recognize how the experiences that you're having, they're actually more spiritual than you think, right? Where you think you're just helping a friend or helping someone, where you think you're just on the phone, or where you think you're just doing a simple task, you're actually, this is a divine plan. Like, and I think that's why like it's important that, I think that's why we did your, like we started the reading, we opened the reading with your prayer, because it is through, like, your prayers will bring you answers, which will then bring clarity about the path which it is that you're on. Being able to like receive these messages of, well, I know this thing is stressing you out, but really what you're developing in this time is the gift of discernment. Really, what it is that you're developing in this time is the gift of wisdom. It's the gift of prophecy. It's the gift of sight. It's the gift of it's clairvoyance, right? Like you're really experiencing all of these like supernatural um activations, all of the so much activation is happening, and it feels like a chaotic, traumatic, over the top tower moment, because it's like, when will my energy stabilize? The tower moment is also the realization that you've had the power all along, right? It's like really being able to see, because I can see you looking in the mirror, but while you're looking in the mirror, you're seeing the faces of the people that you have idolized, and spirit, that spirit's way of reflecting back to you that you have always been just as powerful, you have always been just as bomb, you have always been just as creative, you have always been just as inspiring, you have always been just as talented. You have always been just as divine. You have always been just as sacred. You have always been just as bomb, just as amazing. And the only thing you've ever needed to do was do it your way, nobody else's way. No one else is going to do it the way you do it. It's meant for you to walk this path and do it that way. You're going to end up teaching in many spaces and places. You will be the teacher, meaning you will look to your left and will look to your left and look to your right. You will look up and you will look down and you will look around and you will see that there is no one else doing the thing that God has assigned to you, because you're the leader. You're the one to teach those following behind you. And so spirit is just, not just, but spirit is really allowing you to see yourself. You are really allowing you to see yourself in this space. Mhm. Mhm. What is the best advice moving forward? There's this sense of being left out of the cold. All right. There's this it actually came out like this. There's this healing energy, right? This transformative energy, cuz you don't really want to do it by yourself. You don't really want to walk the path alone. You don't really want to. And I think it's okay to say that. I think it's okay to say you're scared to do it by yourself. I think it's okay to scared to say you don't know what the fuck you doing, but it's okay. Remember the first day you met me and I was like, girl, I only been doing tarot for like 2 weeks. And you were like, 2 weeks, bitch, I thought you was doing it for 10 years. It's the gift, right? Like, to me, I was a mess. A mess. I was like, girl, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just be talking in my mouth, and whatever comes out my mouth, and that's what comes out my mouth. I don't know what to tell you. Um, that was me doing it alone, right? That was me figuring it out. And the same way you saw me as powerful and as beautiful and just so amazing, you are the same way, even while you're walking the path alone, even while you're trying it for the first time, you still seem like a pro. You you made baths for the retreat and people loved it. They thought that's what you did, like, and it's because it is the remembrance of who you are, right? In your soul, in your spirit, you're recalling who you are. This isn't really new for you, it's just new for you right here this lifetime, but it's not really new for you. It's like in your soul's DNA. It's what you do anyway. um But these blockages, what is this energy? See no evil, hear no evil. What they say? Speak no evil. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. I don't really know what that means. I don't know if that's like protection work or what, but go ahead, do your protection work. Um, I think there's also this like aspect or this version of you that is because I want to say like is waiting to like be unlocked, and it's almost like, and I don't know if you really see it this way, you know, ask spirit to kind of like further what I'm saying, but it's almost like the devil card that I'm seeing for you is you are the big bad scary wolf, and behind you're the big bad person who's in front of the door locking the creativity in, locking the divine feminine in. Like you're standing in your own way. That's the best way I could say it. That's the best way I could say it. Like you're standing in your own way of your creativity. Specifically, if this has things to do with like creativity and business. I feel like if if the thing was an outlet, every time you go every time you go to plug yourself in to like charge up and to do the thing, it's like at the same time you also put like, you know how they have the wall outlet like covers, you put the cover on and then try to plug in and then ask yourself why it's not working, but it's like, girl, I know you just saw, bitch, I know you just saw that you did, babe, so what you mean? Right? I don't know, I feel like part of this we need to go a little deeper in, or there's something that spirit, there's a message in there that spirit, and I'm just seeing them as a bunch of analogies or a bunch of like pictures that are coming up for me, but it's basically like the biggest blockage is you and like standing in your own way. Oh well, look, Shay, gratitude, because I said I didn't even know why I said that, but that's what showed up. See no evil means to avoid evil by not looking at it, listening to it, or talking about it. This is like protecting your energy. Girl, sometimes I might be the one insisting, talk about that drama, talk about that drama. I know this was like a weird way to end your reading, but I feel like it's because that other part when I started to talk about blockages and how you're standing in your own way, this could be something that you're actively working with your spirit team through. Like you and your spirit team are actively working through this, and I just needed to like share an aspect to help you go a little deeper. Willingly ignoring wrongdoing, like turning a blind eye to bad behavior, often depicted as three wise monkeys. Like willingly turning a blind eye to bad behavior. But what if you're like willingly turning a blind eye towards the way in which like the evil within thyself, right? I'm not calling you evil, I'm not saying that, right? But we all have light and dark, right? But it's like, what if that is like what spirit is trying to tell you about yourself? I don't know, Janine, that's what I have for you. I'm sorry that the ending of your message is a little like wonky. I hope it resonates, I hope it makes sense. I'm getting tired. That also might be why I felt my energy just kind of, I literally just felt it kind of like, all right. All right, Shay, you ready? Are you ready, Janine? Thank you for allowing me into your sacred space. I send your energy back to you pure, untainted, and purified by the Most High God. Gratitude. And I call my power and my energy back to me from any space, dimension, plane, and frequency, all known and unknown. I love you too. I love you too, girl. All right. Um. Okay, Shay. Sorry, I got stuck for just a moment. Put that deck down. Oops. So actually finish with this. Let's put that back. And actually finish with this. And excuse me. Excuse me. Come on. All right, angels, ancestors, and guides of the high twilight, gratitude for bringing Shay and I together again for the opportunity to receive your divinely guided messages. Thank you so much, Divine Holy Spirit, for using me as a pillar of light. Please deliver sacred, clear, true, honest messages in alignment with Shay's highest good and her soul's purpose. In your great name, I pray and I say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Oh, Shay, I felt this on Wakanda, the queen had like this really big, like not really big, but she had like this head garment. I just saw like this head garment and then like a long draping like cape of some sort. I don't think the train was super long, but it had a nice running train on it. It was given royalty. Okay, it was given royalty. That's just the energy I felt when I came into the space. So that's beautiful. But let's see what's going on with Shay. One at a time, please. Without messing my cards up. That would be nice. Okay, that would be nice. One more time. Gratitude. All right, we have the enchanting scarlet of charm and allure, the queen of circus. Ooh. Okay, you are enchanting, you are alluring, you are charming, you are the queen, the empress. I saved those cards, okay? Notice, here go the queen of circus. Damn, I done dropped her. Hold on. I didn't drop it on the floor. Here go the queen of circus, right? So beautiful, so alluring, okay? And then royalty, you know it. And then right behind her is the king of circus, right? The ringleader of flair, masculinity, and irresistibility. Don't y'all make a good couple? Ain't this cute? So beautiful. I like it. I like it very much. All right. So, what you want to tell me, Spirit, about this king? Okay, we see them on the board. The star, revel in the limelight. Okay, so the star card. This is too easy. This is too easy. I want to say this. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be. I feel like, first of all, one, I feel like I'm emotional. Um, I feel a little emotional, but I also feel like when two people love each other and choose to share intimately with one another, healing happens automatically. Because when I authentically share myself with you and you authentically share yourself with me, You don't hide your purse from me, and I don't hide my purse from you. We shine together. Okay. So you got me cracking up. We shine and we shine together, and we heal and we heal together, and we love and we love together, and we're beautiful and we're beautiful together. And look, the sun card is right behind that. Like, where he at, honey, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I just all the things though, all the things. I don't know where the man is at. I cannot tell you what this man is doing. Okay, Knight of Tokens, a gradual beginning, yet it eventually accelerates at lightning speed. We love the money falling behind her, but I feel like slow and steady wins the race because I just saw the tortoise. Okay, this is not an energy that comes in quickly because of who this masculine is. I think if it were up to you, the masculine would have came yesterday. But because this masculine is very intentional about being in a relationships, this is a man who made sure his pockets was right, who made sure his heart posture was right, and made sure his mind was right. This is not someone who's just choosing to get into a relationship because they want somebody on their arm. No, I am choosing to actively engage in this connection because I'm looking for my companion. I'm looking for my counterpart. I'm looking for a suitable mate. So this person is not willing to just kind of jump into anything. I also feel like this person's energy is they're saying irresistible, and I'm like, yeah, is that, but he's also given like the masculinity in him. Damn, y'all, give me the word, because this is not a man who wavers. This is not a man, like, when he says he's going to do something, he's going to do it because he has the time, he has the space, and he has the money. And it's like, he's not coming to play games. If he said y'all going left, you're going left. If he said he's going right, he's going right. And it's because he's worked really hard to create this version of himself so he does not jump into anything, period, right? That being with his own finances, that being with himself. And I feel like that is something that you're actually going to learn from this individual, right? It's going to kind of be slow in the beginning. You may in stuttering much, and the waiting that you may have to do, like, this is a person that, well, he may say, I work these hours. I'm only going to be available this week on this day, and then 2 weeks from today on these days. I can't meet with you on such and such day because I have to do this for this. But I may have like a 2 hour window where I might be able to come and see you. And it's literally that, where you may see him. If I'm telling you a slow start, you may see him. Y'all may go out on a date. You may be like, why he ain't called, why he ain't text, but he definitely told you, I have this, and this going on. It does not mean that he doesn't check in, because I feel like he's going to check in. But when he said he's working or he has something to do, that nigga is not lying. He's working and he got shit to do. But it's because he's very present in the moment. If he is, I'm not saying he's in the studio, right? But if he's a man who's like, no, I'm a producer. So when I'm producing, I'm producing. I work 12-hour shifts, 4 days, 4 days straight, right? So if he's doing that during that time he's producing, he is the producer. He doesn't wear any other hats. During that time he's a father. He's a father. He doesn't wear any other hats. When he's your man, he's your man. He doesn't wear any other hats. But everything has its own space. Not too much intermingles, because this may be a person who learned you don't intermingle too much shit. That's how boundaries get crossed. He's not into all of that. Mm-mm. So again, it may start off a little small. I mean, a little slow, but it's because you'll get to know him, he'll get to know you, and I think you'll really begin to like really enjoy this personality trait from this person. Then we have King of Tokens. So not only does he show up as the King of Circus, but he also shows up as the King of Tokens, a noble and prosperous leader, right? Like who he is and what he does is commendable. Is that how you say it? This is somebody who would be intentional about buying you flowers. I literally just saw a bouquet of flowers, right? This is somebody who and then like look at the crown. Like this is somebody who is enlightened. This means that they have their own spiritual path. They are gifted in their own right, right? It's given booked and busy, okay? Period. This man got work to do. Um and he has already been doing the work. This is a man who speaks up, like the chain around his neck, giving heavy throat chakra vibes. I speak my truth and I speak boldly, strongly, and wisely. And this is a man who, when he speaks, because he is the leader, people fucking fall into place because they ain't got no other choice. Did you hear what Boss Man said? He said we needed to be there at 3 o'clock. That means you better be there at 2:15. You understand what I'm saying? Because y'all already know how he liked to do the pre-meeting before the meeting. Okay? Or how he liked to gather the smaller circle before he gets in a large circle. He liked to talk to the leadership team before he talked to the whole team. So there's a meeting before the scheduled meeting. This man has worked hard to get where he is, okay? This is somebody who definitely likes structure and authority. Okay? But this is authentic to who he is. This is not a man who will falter or waver. And I don't give a fuck how beautiful and how cute you are. He don't give a fuck. Okay? I feel like this is a man who may have gotten caught up by the Jezebel's spirit. Okay? He may have been a very promiscuous man in the past. But I feel like he's learned that type of energy kind of kept him um kind of took him on a detour from what it is he like his divine purpose and his mission, and he's not going to allow anything to get into the way of that. I also feel like that may be like something that you kind of have to like shake up a little bit in him, because he may have gotten like this is the card that came out, judgment. Like he may have gotten so good at it that, and he treat every bitch the same. like when you meet him, you may be like, but it's me. Like you don't recognize my soul. What you talking about, daddy? Like, and this nigga has been so, he has trained himself so well to not fumble for the pussy. Like he fumbled a bag for some pussy. No, you know what I mean? That I don't want to say that he's closed off to love, because he's surely not closed off to love, but he may have gotten so rigid in his routine of things that it's just like it's very cookie cutter. And when you meet someone who's more free flowing and like spontaneous, it may kind of like ruffle some feathers for just a second, but it's nothing that you can't get past. Every relationship has its thing. That's how it is that you guys create your thing together. Okay. Yeah, so this one says authenticity grants you access to the grand adventure. Yeah. This is a person who literally he scans your energy. I'm telling you, he's been through the ringer before with different kinds of spirits. He does not play that shit. Okay? You may be like, this is a man who's super busy, but he don't got a lot of friends, right? Got a lot of money, is in a lot of spaces, but he don't everybody can't come to his house. Everybody don't have his actual cell phone number. They may have the work number, but everybody ain't got his cell phone number. Nobody knows where the fuck he lives at. Like, this is a very, he's learned a lot. Okay, can't wait to meet him. Can't wait to meet him, Lord. Step right out, circus on the left, roller coasters on the right. Which path will you choose? Two of circus. So I feel like you're gonna have the opportunity to meet this person soon. Of abundance of an abundance of, it says dull choices. Yeah, because I was feeling this like split, like you may have the option of splitting between two. Either he may have the option of deciding between two women, or you may have the option of like deciding between two paths. I don't know. There are two paths that kind of lay here, right? Because she says like, welcome, you can go to the left or you can go to the right. You know, it's totally up to you. And I feel like I think we had a conversation not too long ago about like spirit just encouraging you to choose, right? Like you're choosing it's giving he's about to give me a hard time, and I already don't like it. You're gonna get a hard time, right? Because anybody that we encounter, right, we have the vision of what the man looks like in our head. And even, right, I'm sure the reading that I just gave planted some seeds of what it is that he's like. And I only gave you a snippet of what he's like. That's not even the full totality of who he is, because the full totality of who he is cannot be summarized in this short tarot reading. You know what I mean? He's so much greater, he's so much bigger, he's so much grander. I also feel like this is a man who's going to teach you of how to recognize plans. Like you're going to explain some shit to him, and he's going to tell you like the philosophy of a man or the perspective of a man, and you're going to be like, absolutely not, I don't even see that. And then like you're going to be like, oh shit, that nigga was right. Actually, he was right. Actually. Okay. I thought I knew something, but thank you for teaching me. Okay. Gratitude for teaching me something new. I definitely just put these cards away. Did you see that? I'm talking to you and putting the cards away at the same time. That's crazy work. Um, okay. Yeah, that's your reading, Shay. I just put the cards away. Like I didn't even. I'm just moving and talking. Plot twist. His energy is my energy, and I'm the one who don't like to mix and mingle. And he's coming in as a reflection on me. They always do, don't they? They always do, mirroring our own shit back to us. We be saying shit like that nigga weird or that nigga crazy. All the while, we're weird and crazy too. Bitch, we the perfect match. Thank you so much for allowing me into your energy, Shay. I love you so much. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. And Divine Masculine, I really cannot wait to meet you, okay? I know it's going to take some time, you know, but can't wait to meet you. Can't wait. Somebody, I just said I can't wait to put a face to a name, but I don't know his name. That shit better not be Aladdin or some shit. Or a name that we said before. Or he say his name and I'll be like, anywho. I love you so much. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. I have now reached my peak, my limit. I am done for the night. Thank you so much, YouTube, for tuning in tonight. I really had such a beautiful, grand time. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you, each and every person who has allowed me into their sacred space. Gratitude and all praises to the Most High God. I send everyone's energy back to them, pure, untamed, and purified by the Most High God. And I call all of my power back to me, pure, untainted, and purified by the divine. Thank you so much for all of your love. Thank you for all of your support. And I will see you all later. Bye. We do have trips to plan, okay? We have couple retreats that we need to be doing. This is a fact. All right. Good night.